That should tell us over there. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to our 12 Days of Christmas Gift Ideas episode. So, how's everyone doing this evening? Hopefully you have had a wonderful Thanksgiving and you're out of your turkey comatose.
Your turkey coma.
And now I'm getting a notification that Travels with Delaney is live. How about that?
Go. So, we're on.
So anyway, let's see who we have in the house tonight. I see it looks like first person in the house was Steve, Adventure RV Adventures. Good evening. And then the Milinarskis are online. Mm-hmm. And they are also
in the house.
In the house. So here's the thing. They're not camping this weekend.
No.
They have been down in Knoxville at their son's house for Thanksgiving. And I get this phone call about an hour ago wanting to know what time we went live and if it was okay if they could swing by. I thought he was joking. Obviously, he wasn't. So
we need coffee and dessert.
So they brought dessert. Yep. I made coffee, and they're hanging out for the live stream. So anyway, fun. We're glad they did.
Yes.
Hey, Nikki from Nick's Picks is here. Mike Anatra is in the house. Hey, Mike.
April and Tom? No, April and Bobby.
April and Tommy?
No,
wrong one. April and Bobby. I don't know. I saw today, Patty, on, I think it was Instagram. I saw a U-Haul backed up to the Young's house. So, I don't know. I think Bobby's been busy packing.
Busy guy.
Donna Delahante is in the house. Greetings from Arizona, she says. It's got to be warmer there than it is here.
Oh, I bet. It better be, huh?
Randy. Hey,
Randy.
Randy's Adventures. Hey, Randy, your name actually came up about an hour ago when Mark and Karen arrived. They said they thought about surprising us and just knocking on the door, but they was afraid that I owned that stun gun that you have and I zap them. So
good.
Anyway, so that's a good sign, Randy. That means they watched the video.
We did.
Yeah. Let's see.
Luna makes 3.
And Luna makes 3 down in Spring Hill, Florida. We're actually headed to Florida in 3 weeks.
Yeah, I can't believe it.
So
wow.
And I'll just mention we have the meetup December 28th, 2 p.m. at the Winter Garden Pizza Company. So if anybody's in that Winter Garden area,
join us.
Yeah, we'd love to have you. And we're co-hosting with our friends Ben and Charity from Grateful Glamper. So. Hey, Ranger Rick out in Colorado.
Oh, my gosh.
Rick knew the beer that we did on Friday because it's from Breckenridge. And he said it's actually one of his favorites. So
It was good.
Yeah. Patty said it's not as good as, her,
as
her favorite. So Larry Burschel. We may have screwed up your name, Larry, but he's in Spring Hill, Florida, too. We have like Spring Hill. I'd say what's everybody doing in Spring Hill tonight, but now we know.
Hi, Bob. He says,
Bob, what's up?
What's up? Hi, Bob.
Bob, we're gonna have a party with all those straws you sent Patty. So
those are cool.
Hey, Cross Country RV Tech and Solar. Good evening. Thanks for joining us. I hope I haven't missed anybody.
Nope, you haven't.
And a lot of chat.
Mark Moulter, go Boilers.
Yes, boiler up. Hi, Mark. Yeah, this is that's not even a game. In fact, I had to turn it off to get this thing started, but I don't think I'm going to miss anything in the ending. But it's always good. It's always good when Purdue beats IU.
That's right. There's Phil and Judy Hampton.
Hey, the Hamptons. And,
Vinny Mozzarella. Hi, Vinny.
Oh, Cross Country RV Tech and Solar says 3 more days of packing and moving, and then they're going full time doing solar installs nationwide. Hey, maybe we'll get to run into you at some point, and you can check out our system and see if it's wired right.
What's going on?
Or maybe give us some help. Because I'd like to add one more panel, I think, because I was told that this Go Power can handle 3 panels. And then I'm actually thinking about relocating the batteries because they're in a goofy space on this trailer. But anyway, that's awesome though. Congratulations on going full time. And I'll bet you are going to be, if you're not already booked up, I'll bet you will be very quickly with solar install, especially with all these RVs. Hey, Vinny's in the house.
That's right.
Vinny Kara and little Vinny, mini Vinny. Yeah. Hey, Vinny, I'm assuming I'm hoping we're going to meet up. I know you're going to Florida, so hopefully we're going to be able to see you.
Right.
Yeah, because it's kind of funny. We met up with them, but it was like about 2 hours standing at my truck drinking some bourbon, and then we left the next morning. And
Yeah,
so
but it was,
can't wait to get together.
yeah.
And then we can talk about Booth Bay. So Joan Ark says,
Terry.
"Hi, beautiful people."
Mr. Terry P.
Mr. Terry P from Freeport, Illinois. Aaron and Terry Peterson, welcome.
Yeah.
I'm seeing some new names tonight, which I love.
Joe Leonardo.
Joe Leonardo. It says, "I enjoy your videos."
Thank
Thank you.
you.
That's always nice. And Mike Manjo from South Carolina.
Bill Cade.
Hey, Bill Cade. We're actually in your state, Bill. We are camping this weekend. We are at Van Buren State Park, which we actually love. This little state park is a gem, which I probably shouldn't tell people about. So, because, and there's April and Tommy.
Yeah.
Patty said earlier, April, you might have missed it, but she saw Bobby and April from Bob's Mug Coffee on, and she said it's Tommy and April, and then she realized
Turkey brain.
Yeah, Sherry Weber, Dreaming Out Loud.
Yeah.
Hey, my cousin's here.
Hi, Adam.
Yeah, it wasn't much of a game, but I'm happy with the way it came out. So, although you always like games to be more competitive, so kind of a hard year for IU fans. I do feel bad for them. They were ranked, I believe, in the top 10 preseason, and they only ended up winning two games. So there we go. And this is Bob and Joan from Havana, Florida. It's cold down here now, but warmer at the end of the week. Oh, that's good. Well, you're still probably a little warmer. I don't know what the temperature is here, but
I can tell you exactly in a second.
we have snow. We've had some snow flurries
and it's
tonight.
A mixture of snow and rain.
So,
yuckiness.
Donna loves your shirt, Patty.
Oh, thank you.
Hey, Dwayne, Dina, the Floros are in the house.
Hi.
We were just talking, or I was just talking with Patty that at some point we have to get together with you guys too, because we're so close to each other.
35, it feels like 28.
35 feels like 28. That's why we're hearing rain now. It's
a mixed wintry mix.
Samantha's in the house.
Hi, Sam.
My niece Samantha. So
hi, Sam.
I think that's everybody. I apologize if I missed anybody as I was scrolling through. So what we really wanted to do tonight was just kind of go back through, for those of you that might have followed us for the last 12 days on Instagram. We did what was called our 12 days of Christmas gift ideas, where we highlighted 12 gifts, one each day, or items each day, that we really liked, that we thought would spur maybe some ideas for people for holiday gifts. And then I have a few others tonight that we didn't, with only 12 days, obviously we couldn't get them all in.
Right.
So, and I obviously don't have all the products here, but I at least wanted to go through and kind of mention them. And I wanted to answer questions, because that's the only bad thing about the Instagram Reels. I mean, I guess people can leave comments, but if you have any comments, but one that I do have is, let me grab it.
He's going to grab it. Oh, he's getting it. Oh, your school bag.
Yeah. So the day one was this, let's see, what's the name of this? Cool Bell. And the problem with the Instagram Reels is they have to be 60 seconds or less. And as most of you know, I have a hard time getting my name out in 60 seconds, let alone to review a product. But if anybody's looking, or you have a relative that needs like a book bag, a briefcase, but they don't want a hard briefcase.
Even a backpack.
Yeah, this thing's great because it doubles you can wear it, as you may have seen. This unzips. Oh, I have it all. I currently am not using it as a backpack, but it has the straps where you pull them out, so I hide them. But you can actually have this as a backpack, wear it on your back, or you can just use it. I've been using it just as a
carrying bag.
Yeah, like a messenger bag, that type of thing. It is cloth. They come in some different colors, but it seems to be really well built. I've been carrying this since the start of the fall semester. It has these faux leather handles, but what I really love is you have pockets galore. So like you can see, like I got some cables. I think those are headphones there, but then you unzip here, and this is a big pocket. I don't even have anything in there. So you have like 4 pockets here, and then here you have another pocket on each side. And you see, like I'm carrying, I don't even know what this is.
I don't know.
Oh, it's a USB cable. No, it's an HDMI cable.
For school.
And then I carry like you know, like here I've got an extra mask for school in this big pouch. But then up top, when you unzip, and I don't think you're not going to be able to see this.
No, but there's a pouch.
Yeah, can you
there,
point that out, Patty?
right here where you can put your. It's padded.
Yeah,
So you can
maybe you can
have
see that.
a
It's
lining
blue.
for your computer. Yeah.
And
Protects it.
and then there's pouches. I mean, there's just so much storage on this. And then there's a back pocket
For more stuff.
for more storage. I keep like files in there. And then this is just where you can store those
Yeah.
for a backpack. And then you can see it's got the big shoulder strap. That's how I like to carry it. And this is actually leather. These are, don't you think?
I think these are
Yeah,
leather.
I think those are leather.
These are leather.
So this is a really nice bag. So, you know, if you had like a college kid, or like I said, just somebody that needs a bag, we also use it for when we travel. We keep our computers and stuff like that in it. And here's the thing: I can never really talk about pricing per se. Amazon, that's against their rules. But I can tell you it was under $50. And the reason you're not allowed to talk about pricing is because of the fact that, I don't know if you guys know this, but Amazon prices can change literally from day to day.
Okay.
So I've actually seen products one day be one price, and then the next day I go to check it and it's went up or it's went down. So anyway, really like this. And I see Shelly's
That's
here.
why I picked him up.
Oh, Fatty had to get
True for Miss Shelly.
So
Say
that
hi,
was
everybody.
that was gift idea number one.
Say hi, everybody.
Gift idea number two
Hi,
was, I don't even know how I get this in. It's our laundry bag.
Here,
I probably
I'll
shouldn't
slide.
show Patty's dirty laundry.
Let's
but-
not go through the laundry.
We love this for the trailer. It's soft-sided, but it's rubber coated on the inside to prevent like mold
They
and
call
mildew.
this an Oxford cloth.
Is that what it was?
And then what I couldn't do in the video was show how it has like these kind of like a tent stake,
Yeah, it's like a tent.
collapsible. And
So
this thing
you can take all
collapse.
four out and collapse it down like if you were going to store it.
It's got a lining that I like to keep it so it doesn't get smelly and mildewy and
But
all
even
that.
the way these go in, you can see how well this is
Mhm.
constructed. You can't, well, you can kind of see
A little bit.
there. See how it's nice material? And then these Velcro to hold them in place.
I like how you have this part with the cinch.
And it's mesh, so it allows your clothing to breathe. But like what we do in the summer, when we go to the laundromat,
Take that.
we'd cinch that up. And then you could just carry this to the
It's
laundromat
got
if you want.
feet on the bottom.
Karen wants to see that.
Mhm.
So
There's laundry
we'll
in
hand
there.
that off to Karen. So that was the laundry. And again, I couldn't even
Dirty
tell you what we
laundry in
paid for
there.
that, but I know it
I
was
can't
under
tell.
$30. Might have been under 20. I don't remember.
All right.
And if any of this stuff, if you're like,
Yes.
if you want more
Sometimes
information,
I had to put it in. I
if
can't
you go to
like-
travelswithdelaney.com, click on the big Christmas tree at the
It
top. That'll
stores
take you right
easy
into
and
our
slide out.
Amazon
It
shop.
said for
And I have
dorms.
all of this stuff
closets,
dropped in there
small
into
spaces.
a list. So
Well, they
number
come in
3,
different
I'm not going to show you because it's
colors.
outside,
like
but that
this
was our
one.
gas stop. And there's a whole video on
And
gas
this is
stop.
wipes
But I
off.
thought
just spray it
if
with
you had an
Lysol
RVer,
and good.
maybe
This is on the bottom.
you know, maybe
on the
Dina's looking
inside.
for a stocking stuffer for Dwayne. She could order him a gas stop and stick it in his, I know it's not the flashiest of gifts,
here.
but sometimes you just need a gift for somebody.
Do you need this, hun?
No, I can put it back. Okay.
That's what we're-
No,
There
we're-
we go.
we're-
Oh, sorry.
Let's talk about the ultimate cloth. That was the next one.
That's if we want to find it, it's just let me think here where I said it. Underneath the bathroom sink.
Okay.
I used it in the camper yesterday when we got here because in our trailer, the refrigerator looks like it's stainless steel, but it's not. And the fingerprints on there drive me crazy. You could have it clean and then fingerprints won't come off. And I've scrubbed that thing. But this thing, all I did was wet it a little bit with one of our ones we hadn't used yet. And it took the fingerprints off. It really cleaned up all the mirrors and the microwave. And I was cleaning like crazy, wasn't I?
Yeah.
Wiping everything.
She was giddy like a high schooler yesterday because in fact, and by the way, I want to say hi to Luke Shope. Happy Thanksgiving to you guys.
Sorry, Dwayne says every time you do this, it costs me.
I'm sorry. I know I've been accused
But I
of.
love this. This thing is great.
Well, so Patty has been complaining about our refrigerator.
Oh,
it's like
horrible.
the stainless steel, but it's
not
probably not
real.
really stainless
Mm.
steel. And so I have actually been looking at things like putting wallpaper over it, painting it, because she's just
Something.
hated it. So yesterday, we get here, she's like, "Where's that ultimate cloth? I want to see
Try it.
what it will do on." It literally took all the smudges off of
Mhm.
that refrigerator. Thank goodness I don't have to do anything to the refrigerator now. So
And then
it's crazy
Mhm.
how, I mean,
And I just washed it out when I was done because I had a pretty dark looking brownish versus white, and now it's back to white. And I just washed it out in the sink, and then it just hung to dry in the shower, and it's all dried up again. But it's crazy how well that thing works.
and the thing is Susan and Steve, who own the company, they're located here in Ohio. I
Yeah.
don't remember the
Not
city.
sure where exactly.
And
but-
Susan, because I've actually had a couple phone calls with Susan. What Susan told me was it's a European technology, this Mira fiber.
Mhm.
And she said, think of it as almost little scoops where it scoots stuff up. They get it in big rolls. And then they have a company here in the US cut them into the specific sizes.
Mhm.
And this product's been around. We didn't know anything about it, but apparently it's been around for over 12 years. And they used to mainly go to like RV shows and boat shows. And they're at a point in their lives where they don't want to work shows anymore. So they're starting to reach out to influencers
Mhm.
as a way to market. And I'm so glad she reached out because, I mean, these things, they're not
I
expensive.
mean, when it took the tar
oh
off
my God.
the side of my car, it was crazy. He's like,
and you think it looks like paper towel,
and I got it back to white.
but it's not.
Mhm.
And yeah, here, so you can feel it.
Mhm.
The studio audience.
Yeah, the studio audience is
Yeah, 'cause
trying it
someone
out.
says, Avenger, are you giving Karen your dirty laundry?
Yeah. And Karen has the dirty
She's gonna
laundry.
go
Now
do
she has
it.
the towel to
Now
clean.
I have to clean.
Now she's got to do the laundry and clean.
But I mean, you know, if they just said
Yeah.
they lasted 5 years, I would be very skeptical. But the fact that it actually says guaranteed for
Mhm.
5 years, I'm like,
Yeah.
who guarantees something for 5 years?
Right.
So anyway, that was an item. Again, I'm not going to go out and get the tire minder, but tire minder TPMS. There's a lot of TPMS systems on the market. I am a big fan, obviously,
Your
of
blanket.
tire minder. Did I skip? No, I haven't got to it yet.
No, okay.
Go now.
Gotcha.
Just because tire minder, they're well built. We've used it all
She's on
year,
the phone.
no issues. So anyway, again, not the flashiest gift, but the kitchen mat we don't have with us,
Nope.
obviously, because we're in the RV.
Yep.
And
so
the reason we don't use that particular mat in the RV is our sink in the RV is
not
too
as big.
small.
Yeah, it's not as big. at home.
But if you're looking for one of those, it is
Love
so
it.
it's wonderful.
I can just roll it up, move it out of the way when I want to use the whole sink, put it down. It's easy to clean. It's easy to move. Helps dry my dishes that I just want to air dry. It's a good little thing, and it rolls up so swift. It's nice. Love it.
The now this
This is his favorite.
this is my so the ultimate cloth is Patty's like favorite new toy. This is mine.
his snuggie.
And I had this out last night here because it was kind of chilly,
Yeah.
and I had it on the bed. But this is that 1.1 pound down filled blanket, and again, it's 12 inches by 5 inches.
Yeah, look at that.
Comes with the compression sack. Somebody did ask, and I don't remember who, because what I really love about this is not only is it a blanket, but it has the snaps to turn it into a poncho. And
There's a snap I saw there, babe.
yep, right here. So you can there's 3 snaps, so you can turn it into a poncho. So when you're sitting out by the fire,
Here, there you go. You're getting
am I getting
closer.
close?
You gotta snap one. There
Okay,
you go.
there we go. So when you're sitting out by the fire, or whatever, I mean, even if you're not at a fire, the other nice thing is you could carry this. It's small enough you could carry it in your car, like in the winter months. And if you break down,
You have
now
something to help
technically
keep
it's rated down to 40 degrees, but I'm telling you, if you're broke down beside the road, waiting on somebody to get to you,
yeah.
this could be a really good safety item.
Right. Well, and
Um,
I'm thinking of on our days we used to hike.
Yeah.
This is small enough that you could, if you wanted, to put it in your backpack, and it's light.
Mark's taking a picture.
I'm getting distracted.
So
Yeah.
so
And they come in different colors.
I think there's 6 different colors.
Yeah, I got the gray with the burgundy trim. Is mine that they just sent me.
And Tim from Get Out Gear sent me a message the other day, and he's like, your community is awesome, because like several people already have ordered these, and I think people are going to love them. And I did have one person say, like, that is really expensive for that little blanket. trust me, it number one, it's down
Yes,
filled.
so
Um,
it can get really small
yeah,
for a small space.
and good backpacking gear is
Is-
not cheap.
No.
And this, I'm telling you, we used to backpack. I know my gear.
Well, and once it warms up, if it starts up kind of flattish, it does warm up, and then you feel the warmth.
Dwayne, looks like you need to do some Christmas shopping.
But yeah, it
So-
does kind of puff up, and it really,
Yeah.
mhm.
And you can wash this in the wash. Just don't
Hang
use.
dry,
and-
and no
Well, he said you could theoretically dry it, but you definitely want to dry it on low.
well, I'd probably just hang dry.
No
it.
softener is what
No
he said.
softener,
Yeah.
It's
So-
like wicking. You don't use softener.
Anyway,
on it.
so that was that. The Midland talkers, the two-way radios, which are, again, those are out in the truck.
Those are just fun.
But well, they're fun. But Bob says, Patrick, you're killing me. Sorry. Mike says he ordered the Fort Knox lock. You know, I could have put the Fort Knox lock on our list because that is a great American-made product,
Yeah.
and I love the people over at Fort Knox Lock.
The puppy
But yeah, the Midland radios are great. If you have to back an RV in, it will save your marriage.
Yes.
So, because trust me, there have been a few times over the years where Patty has wanted to kill me, and I felt the same way about her because, you know, and it's not her fault and it's not my fault, but when you're, you know, what, like 40 feet away because you got the truck and
I
then the
don't wanna
trailer.
yell, and we were trying to use phones.
Yeah,
it's
it's just, and it's so nice. Yeah, you just.
well, and
anyway.
then I like it too for us traveling with, just because I have another backup, another weather radio.
Yeah.
And I like it that way too.
And then I'm just like Mr. Gadget.
You are Mr. Gadget.
And there's more.
And there's more.
Wait,
Okay, now
Wait
this
for
is when
it.
you really want to treat somebody. They have to have been on the
Really good
list.
list.
Not you can't be on the naughty list and get a Bose.
No.
So this thing fits in the palm of my hand,
Yeah, isn't that cool?
and it's Bluetooth. It has a built-in battery, rechargeable battery, lasts up to 12 hours. Unlike some things where it takes forever
And
to
it has
pair.
a full sound because we use it in the cabin and in the camper. And the cabin, it's just a nice full sound.
Yeah.
It's a good little
Let
thing.
me
100%.
You can take it outside by the fire pit and
I have to be careful what I play through this because of copyright.
Right.
So
just play
here we
your
go.
song.
Here we go. This will work, I think. Nope, that's not it. That's definitely the wrong one. Hold on. Did you know there's two songs called Droplets? One is our theme
And
song,
one is something else.
and one is by Kobe Calais.
Oh,
So
I disconnect mine.
iPhone.
She's a
disconnected.
popular
Oh,
singer,
Okay.
kind of
Okay.
contemporary.
holy
Yeah, I didn't
moly.
know the other guy from Ted Lasso.
Oh, shoot, yes.
What?
never gonna
Give you up.
Oh yeah, Rick
Give you
Astley.
up.
Yeah, we can't play Rick Astley either because we don't want to end up with a.
Avenger of your interests. They love my Bluetooth Bose speaker. Yes. Woo.
There we go.
He's gonna sing. Hey, buddy.
Okay, song's over. We'll be right back. I could play any other song in the world. He won't say a peep. But when we play Droplets, he knows it's showtime, and he goes, "Sorry about that."
Sorry, Bentley.
But anyway, so these are 179. Typically, Bose sets
You
their
love to sing,
pricing.
don't you?
But I will tell you, if anybody's a Costco member, I picked ours up and Mark picked his up about a month ago for $149, but Costco is back to $179. So I don't know if that was just a special.
Shelly says,
But-
"Good job, buddy."
These are really nice. And so we actually take it between the RV and the house. We use it in the house as well.
Oh, yeah.
So and then I don't have the little Blue Eddy, but most of you are familiar with that video. But the Blue Eddy EB70,
That little
that-
red.
yeah, Little Red.
Love little red.
That is definitely our product of the year. It's the one thing we use more than any other product this summer, and we
Love
continue
it.
to use it. And that's that 700 watt
Mhm.
lithium battery pack with the 700 watt built-in inverter. I make coffee with it in the trailer. Patty sweeps the
Use it
trailer.
with my blow dryer.
Yep.
Yep. I just use it with everything. My phone, everything. It works great.
Hey, the Fitches are here. They're down at Mohican
And
State
it's
Park. We're at
snowing
Van
in
Buren.
Mohican.
Hey,
It's raining
Rodney,
here.
Deb.
We don't have snow yet. It's rain.
I don't have my grind and brew, but if you're looking for a coffee maker, maybe not for your RV, unless you're, like Dwayne, you could do that in your guys' fifth wheel. You got a big enough trailer, but
Oh, thanks, Travel.
oh,
Down.
thank you. Thank you.
Buy
money.
the earplugs, yeah.
Thank you, Bobby and April, for the super chat. Yeah, we'll buy Truman some earplugs, or maybe we need the earplugs for him. But that grind and brew, and I used to think they were really expensive, but I can tell you, you can actually get those for, we'll just say under $130. I paid significantly less.
Carla.
Oh, Mr. Terry P, thank you so
you.
much for that super chat.
Carla and Todd are here.
Hey, Carla and Todd.
Hi.
So 1 year ago today, we were with Carla and Todd in Pigeon Forge, and Todd and I were drinking moonshine. So,
oh yeah.
Oh, Metro Hokey says I have 2 Blue Eddy 500 watt units and they work great for me. Yeah, no matter what size on the Blue Eddies. Now, we have the big 2000 AC 2000P, whatever it is, and that's great. But the reason we ended up falling in love, and it was funny because when we got the EB70, I'm like, what are we going to do with this thing? And it was perfect for us because it's only 21 pounds and Patty can move it around.
Easy.
And
yeah.
So
the other one we just use more in the cabin. We used it with power outage.
Yeah.
The
big one I got in the house for power outages right now. So Blue Eddy on order for me. Yeah, and those come in like 3 different colors.
Yes, we got the little one is red, the big one is blue.
But the EB70 comes in 3 different colors.
I can't remember what they all are.
So so anyway, and then the grind and brew, what I love about it is you put your beans in, it grinds your beans fresh, drops your grounds into your basket, and makes your coffee. So what I do at night is put the grounds in, or not grounds, I put the beans in, put my water in, set the timer. That thing goes off. It does sound like an aircraft taking off.
Ookie, thank you.
Ookie, I didn't know. No, you're not late. You're perfect. Thank you so much for that super chat.
Say hi to Jim.
Yeah. Jim and Abe.
No points lost.
Oh, you might have got some points.
I think you gained points.
Ookie, just so you know, the Milinarskis are in the house.
They're right here.
Say hi.
-50.
-50. Wow. I don't know. Well,
that's pretty harsh.
Yeah. So this is a funny story. Ookie says, if you remember to put a filter in, which is interesting because I believe they forgot to put a filter in. So the coffee grounds went into the basket and they had, issues.
There was one time you forgot water.
And I forgot the water one time where it ground and then I got downstairs. I'm like, where's my coffee? Well, I could, I had no.
I'm like, what's going on?
And then
like, oh no, my points.
And then the last, which was yesterday's, was our Outland Fire Bowl.
Which we use a ton.
Yeah, and I know there's some people who are like, oh, it's not a real campfire if you don't use wood. And I used to feel that way. But what's so nice about having a propane fire pit or bowl is no smoke. You don't have to buy wood, and you're not fighting trying to get the fire to go.
Exactly.
And what we love about ours is no heat underneath.
Right.
We literally set it on like our deck.
At home at the cabin, and in the area it's all over. It fills up the space, and you can make the fire as big as you want or as small as you want, amount of heat you want. It's great.
But we've actually had it under our awning because the heat won't go that high, and it just kind of contains it. So tell that to the park ranger. I know, Bob. So for those of you who might have remembered the story, when we had our camp out in Virginia 2 years ago, and somebody called in that there was a bunch of drunk people in the field with a blazing bonfire. We had 2 of those fire pits. We had ours and somebody else's going. No one was drunk. And nobody was drunk. It was so funny because
a bunch of older folks drinking wine.
The ranger, I remember the ranger, he felt bad.
He's like, I'm sorry.
But he said, he's like, here, I'm expecting a bunch of young kids with this bonfire out of control drunk. And he goes, I get over. He goes, no offense, but a bunch of old people sipping wine around 2 propane fire pits. So it was the fluoros. You can't trust us. Well, I mean, we missed something there.
Well, and Donna was saying too that some campgrounds aren't allowing a wood fire.
That's true.
They want you to bring a propane. And Louis says propane fire pit is awesome, which it is.
Yeah, we really like ours. Now, so those were the 12.
He's got some other gadgets. He's a gadget guy.
Bonus.
Bonus.
items.
Bonus. Just throw it over there, babe.
I'll be back.
He's coming. Bonus.
If you act now.
Yeah, you
So-
act now.
You might have saw my Instagram photo of these. I just ordered these like a week ago. It's a set of 5. Why do I have issue? There we go.
There
Kitchen
you are.
utensils. And what I love is here's my hand just for so you can see how small they are. You don't even have to use the little hanger that comes. They will stack, which is really nice. But what you get is you get this grater. So like if you know,
These are tab size.
yeah, they're nice. They're nice for even a small camper. This one, you know, most people have a bottle opener, but if you didn't have a bottle opener,
Zester.
a zester, which is gonna there.
There you
It's
go.
already
Using
good.
the ridges on there.
Here's what I will tell you. I tried using this a couple days ago with a grapefruit. It did absolutely nothing. But then I got thinking maybe most people don't zest grapefruit and maybe the skin on a grapefruit. So I haven't tried it with like a lemon.
They're calling you Inspector Gadget.
Pizza cutter. Do you carry a separate pizza cutter in your
No.
RV? And then finally, a
You haven't even
peeler.
taken the peeler
I haven't
off.
even taken the
Oh.
plastic off.
It's
And what's
cute.
nice is this is an under $20 gift. And again, it's even less than that, but because I can't technically
I
give
think
out.
my sister needs that.
So, and I believe it comes in 3 different
That's
color
nice.
schemes. So, oh wait, that is
She's
a ginger grater.
not a
Oh,
zester, Patrick.
oh. Well, there you go.
Thank
So,
you, Donna.
That's why.
We didn't
well,
know
that
that
explains it.
Yeah,
so, But anyway, I thought this was awesome. Takes up very little space. They're actually for our trailer. That's
Yep.
why I bought them. So I'll hand those off.
Wait. No, put it back over there.
Oh.
Watch. Parting gift.
Carrie.
It's almost like when things were flying in our videos.
Shelley says those are cool. They are cool. I think they're cool. You're right.
So anyway, and then I wanted to mention, you know, we have that this is my opinion. Ninja, anything you buy Ninja tends to be really good.
Yeah. Mhm.
And there have been some good deals on Ninja products recently. We have the 9-in-1 air fryer oven,
Yep.
which is what we use in here now. It's an air fryer. You can bake in it. You can,
The magic hand.
I don't know what all you
appears.
can do. You can dry stuff in it, but they also make like the air fryer. What's that?
They're saying the magic hand is
The magic
taken
hand.
away.
Karen, you could be a hand mom.
So not my help.
So that one was not on our list originally, but I'll just
Yeah.
tell you,
We
my
like-
dad
Mhm.
and Marilyn have the Ninja grill.
Yep.
They swear by it. And that's almost like a George Foreman type thing, but he cooks steak on it. And they just love the fact that the little mess, and they can use it in the house. So anyway, I wanted to mention that. Mopica tank sensors. Now, if you're looking for an RV gift, I still swear
Yep.
by the Mopica tank sensors for your propane, because unlike most tank gauges where it's just like a dial and you have to guess, what I love about the Mopica is, and the reason I didn't put it in the 12 days was I was trying to put different gifts
Yep. a
ideas that
variety of
weren't
stuff.
all RV
Yep.
related,
Mhm.
but literally this is my I don't know if this is going to show.
It's not going to show very well,
No, it's
huh?
not going to show up there.
Kind of.
It
shows right now.
Right
what
now, the left tank
Yeah.
is 58% left, and the right tank has 79%.
Mhm.
And I have found this thing to be really accurate. When I pulled the tanks, went to town, had them filled.
Your
and
dad's here.
Is Dad here?
Dad?
Hey, Dad, we were just talking about you and how you love your
It's a good
Ninja.
thing.
Yeah, it's a good thing. You and Marilyn love your Ninja grill.
Yeah, your grill. Mhm.
So anyway, the Mopica tank sensors I really like them just because it helps me manage our propane
Yeah.
much more accurately. And then
The Icy Breeze cooler. You
Yeah.
can't forget that. That thing's amazing. We use that so much. And this guy, well, and Bessie's sleeping on the bed, loved it this summer. They would you got smart, didn't you? You'd lay right in front of it. We could direct the air to him. You put water in it, and then we fill it up with ice, right?
yes,
And then it just would blow right over the ice and bring cool air out. And it wasn't like it's like what you have in your car when you turn on your air and that the breeze that comes at you. And so it just helped cool off the trailer. And we used it outside when we sit outside with the puppies, and we used it to put right on their kennel, and It worked great.
And that's not a cheap
Mhm.
gift again, but if you were looking to like do a couples gift where you bought each other something. Now, is Icy Breeze for everybody? No. But if you're boondocking or if you had kids where you were going to
see a sports thing, like
sports, take
people
the
watching
sports
kids
teams.
play sports.
Yep.
Yeah. For the dugout and things like
and
that.
I believe this weekend, if you go to their website, I believe they have some Black Friday deals right now. So anyway, all right, now I want to get into today is Small Business Saturday. And so we want to talk about some small businesses that we love. Obviously, Bobby and April are online. Bob's Mug Coffee. What a great gift. You know, you got coworkers, you need to give them a gift if they like coffee. That would be an awesome gift. We still have the Colonel Woodies, or they have the Colonel, like it's mine. But the Colonel Woodies is still available. It's going to be available, and we're still donating money to disabled vets with the Colonel Woodies.
Right.
But try their other coffees as well.
You like a lot of those other when you make it, they smell amazing.
My favorite after Colonel Woodies is KYD blend. It used to be called Glamper Espresso. That's mine. But I also like Campfire Cougar, which is a medium roast, but it gives you that deep flavor. So anyway, and you can go to Bob's Mug Coffee. Most of you know Bob's Mug. I know that already, but I wanted to mention it because, again, remember, Bobby and April own Bob's Mug Coffee. Most of you know them from their YouTube channel, Travels Abound. If you don't know them, you need to check it out.
Yes.
And these are real people. These are people, you know, working hard. And they support charity, because that's the thing. They give a minimum of 5% of all their coffee sales every month to Make-A-Wish. And plus they're giving 100% of Colonel Woody's to DAV. So I
just want to say real quick, hi, Roxanne. She's joining us.
Hey, tell Brian I said hi. Next,
all right.
Let's do, just because I have this one pulled up, our friends Jen and Jacob up at Baird Farms.
Oh, so
good. Vermont maple syrup is a great gift.
So good.
In fact, they probably ship more maple syrup than they sell in their little store. And so you could order maple syrup, and they do have, you can order just, you know, like a jug and have them send it to somebody as a gift. They have gift boxes. We did that one year for Uncle Dennis and Aunt Priscilla, sent them a big Vermont gift box. But this weekend, this is good through 11/28 at midnight. So that's tomorrow. You can get 15% off of your entire purchase by using Maple 15. And I want to mention, like, these codes I'm going through right now, we have no tie-in. We don't get, these are just friends of ours, people we've met over the years. And so, but if you are thinking about getting some Baird Farm, best maple syrup in the world.
Oh, love it.
I know that is debatable, but I don't think it is.
We love it.
We love it. The Milinarskis will attest.
They love it.
Absolutely.
Oh my gosh.
Actually, we're just getting ready to order some from Baird Farm. Very good.
So there you go. Testimonial, live testimonial from the studio.
I put the link up there for Baird Farm.
Someone says, why am I
Linda says, yeah, it's Linda. Yeah. And by the way, I do want to mention this because some people may not know about this. And again, please understand, we only share this as information. You're under no pressure ever from us. But we do have the join feature now for memberships on YouTube. So when you're watching a video on a computer, I don't know if you can do it on a cell phone, but on a computer, right below the video, you'll see a button that says join. It's like a membership, or it is a membership. It's $4.99 a month. You can cancel at any time, meaning you could just do 1 month and cancel. But what you get for that is you get early access to video. So like the video that's going live in the morning, our members have had that available since I think Monday. So they could watch it almost a week in advance. Now, it won't always be that far in advance. I'm just really ahead right now. They also get little things like tonight they should have, which I don't know that we can tell, but like Mark and Karen, Jim and Uki are members. They should have a special icon by their name, hopefully. But the big thing we're doing for $4.99 a month is we're doing once a month a Zoom virtual campfire. And we had our first one last week. And it was so much fun. And seeing Linda here made me think of it because Linda was in there. And Mark and Karen were. I'm trying to. Who else was in there?
Phil and Judy Hampton.
Yeah, Phil and Judy. I don't know if Phil and Judy are still on. Phil and Judy. And it was so nice because unlike this, where we can read your comments, but it's not the same as like we actually saw their faces. They were talking to us, and in fact, we just hung out, and it was good. So anyway, we'll be doing another one of those in December. But I at least wanted to let you know because I did have a couple people reach out and said, "Oh, I didn't know that we could do that." They heard about it, and so I thought, well, maybe we should at least mention it. And like I said, it is a month-to-month thing. You can cancel at any time.
The Traveling Home. What's the name of the maple syrup store, please?
Okay, it's Baird, BAIRD.
Mark has it in there.
Yeah,
Oh, Mark, you're gonna put it. Okay.
Mark's got it. Okay.
Okay, thanks. Yeah, Baird Farms.
Yep.
And you want to use code MAPLE15 when you check out, and that's going to save you 15%, it says, off of your entire purchase. And in addition to their regular maple syrups, they have some phenomenal infused maple syrups, like a mint flavored, which is great for cooking.
Well, and one thing that I love, I think you like it too, is the maple ketchup.
Oh yeah, they do ketchup that has
so
maple syrup
good.
in it.
Oh my gosh.
So, and here's the thing, I believe Jenna and Jacob are, is it 4th or 5th generation maple syrup farmers? And well, that's a whole, we could talk all night. I just adore them. In fact, when we showed up this summer, Mark says, did you call them to let them know we're coming? I said, no, we're going to surprise them. And so we pull in, and I see Jenna walking from the house up to the shop because she probably has like a bell or something that lets her know somebody pulled in. And all of a sudden I hear her go, "Oh my God, Patrick." And I said, "Jenna." and like she was totally stunned. And I said, "Hey, Mark wanted me to call and let you know we were coming." But I said, I want to, and she was so excited. And so was Jacob. And they're just really good people.
Before you do your next one, we need to say goodnight to Rodney.
Oh,
says Deb just pulled out a gobbler pizza out of the oven. Best use of leftovers ever. That sounds good.
Well, you guys enjoy that.
Yeah,
good night. And hopefully you had a wonderful Thanksgiving.
If I understood that right.
So anyway, that's the maple syrup.
Yep.
Okay.
Now to New York.
Yeah.
Our next favorite comes from New York.
Are we gonna do okay?
You want to do that one?
Okay, yeah, that's fine. So Miranda cheese, MURANDA. Mark will put it in for you, I'm sure.
So good.
Miranda cheese, I believe their Black Friday sale is also through tomorrow. Now it's a little different. It's not like a percentage off everything. It depends on what you're buying. And let me see if I can find it. But here's the thing: it's a farm. This
dairy farm.
Yeah, it's a dairy farm. They make their own cheeses. Best blue cheese I've ever had.
Everything's good. It's good.
It really is. And
you can go there and get a tasting. You can order. We ordered some for your. Hopefully they're not watching, but
no, I don't think they're watching. But if they are, they know they're getting cheese for a Christmas gift.
Yeah. It's just good cheese. I mean, different kinds. Yeah. Yeah.
So here's what it says. It says they have like 20% off of Cranky Old Lady, which is one of their type of cheese.
Yeah.
20% off of Gotcha Gouda,
another type.
15% off gift boxes, which is what I did. 20% off wine. However, they only ship to New York, Pennsylvania, and Florida. 10% off of their flavored cheddars. And they also have a special if you order $150, $20 off. So they have different things. But even if you don't worry about the Black Friday, and by the way, the guy that owns it, we were up there, was it 6 years ago?
Right.
And he was doing the tasting, and we heard the whole story of how he got into the cheese business and that type of thing.
Takes care of the cows, and those cows are pampered. They listen to classical music. They get pedicures. It was the cleanest barn I've ever seen. They were living the good life.
Right. So we walk in there last month with Mark and Karen, and
what are you licking, buddy?
And he's telling us about what we're paying for our cheese tasting, ordering our beverages. And I'm thinking he looks like the owner, but I'm thinking this place is really grown. Like they had several employees. It's busy. So I just say to him, like, "Are you the owner?" And he goes, "Yeah." And so I said, "Well, you did our tasting 6 years ago." I was just so impressed that this guy's still working the business, even though it's gotten a lot bigger. And so anyway, again, sometimes, like, a good example is my aunt and uncle in Texas. We what do you send somebody who has everything, but you know what they don't have? Miranda cheese. That's right. Or Baird Farm maple. So they're good gifts. Or just order yourself some cheese. Make yourself a charcuterie tray. And you're supporting small businesses. Okay.
It's good.
Let's see. Redbud Suds.
Yes.
So Redbud Suds, those of you, most of you probably know, it's the only soap that I use. I use their 4-in-1. It's a soap, shampoo, conditioner, and it can be used as shave cream, all in a single bar. Aubrey started the little, it's still a little company, but Aubrey started it. She does have a couple workers now. They're made here in Ohio. And if you own a New Camp trailer, you probably got a free bar because she's tied in with New Camp. And it's just an amazing product. I always tell the story. I had dandruff so bad. I tried so many products. I couldn't get rid of it. Started using Redbud Suds, and it took care of mine. That's not scientifically, you know, this is no medical. I'm just telling you what worked for me.
Him. It comes with a shufa, which is like this, what do you call it?
Kind of like a plastic
meshy thing that goes around it. And that way it's kind of like more like than a scrubby. If you ever, I call it a scrubby.
Live demo.
Yeah. There you
right
go.
there.
There's my shufa.
So inside is you can put your soaps.
Here, I want you guys to smell that. Boy, that smells good. This is the pine. More cedar or meter cedar.
Oh, you gotta do the hand.
Oh, here. There we go.
Manly hand.
He's not as trained as Karen is with the hands, but so this bar is, you know, maybe half used, but I mean, literally put a little water on it. This thing just suds up.
Well, and don't they come in different size bars?
You can get the mini bars. In fact, Randy Thornton one time sent me a gift of the mini bars, and I got to try all the different scents, which was awesome. But yeah, so anyway, Aubrey's running a special this weekend.
He was afraid you're going to come out with a shower cap.
No, I won't do that to you.
That'd be funny.
You get a free $10 gift card with every $50 purchase this weekend. So Redbud Suds, and like I said, you know, maybe you're like, well, I don't know if that's a gift, but like, you know, these we've given them away as gifts. You know, like co-workers.
Doesn't mean you smell.
No, it doesn't mean you smell. But I'll tell you what, we love it. I'll tell you, this is great in the RV though too, because you don't have bottles for soap and shampoo, things like that. So anyway, I wanted to mention Redbud Suds, and we become friends with Aubrey.
Oh yeah.
And again, and she gives money to charity as well. Her cause is always, you know, the environment, you know, like keeping water fresh and clean. This is
part of it's keeping the environment clean.
So we love Aubrey. And then the last one I wanted to mention, and I don't think there's any Black Friday specials, but we fell in love this summer with
Southern Grace Lavender Farm.
Is that what we're burning?
No.
Do we have it in here?
No.
Oh, okay.
It's at home. I burn it at home, but she makes her own candles and then her essential oils and with lavender, and they grow the lavender there. It just smells amazing. It's just she has all these cool little things you can buy. I bought for my mom little tarts that are in the shape of little bears or hearts, and some are lavender, and then she had different smells that she makes that you can mix together. But yeah, it's a really nice place.
Yeah, and again, they are a harvest host. Southern Grace Lavender Farm in the Florida Panhandle, just north of Panama City. They're a harvest host, but she and I wish I could remember her name, but the wife runs the store. She makes her own products. The husband grows the lavender. And so you can just go to Southern Grace Lavender Farm, I think .com. She does ship. So if you're looking for like unique gifts for maybe ladies, especially because like she has hand lotions. We bought my Aunt Priscilla some this summer. Karen got some.
My mom loved
body wash, the tarts, candles.
There actually is something here, honey. If you go into the bathroom, it's a lavender spray.
Where's that?
Straight in the cabinet, bottom shelf, and it's kind of like a body spray, a body mist, or something like that. And I used it a lot in the summer. It makes your skin, like mine was getting kind of, you know, when I get burned, it get dried out. And the pups love the smell of lavender, so I was using it. You can use it on. I used it on their bedding, in their kennel, and this summer it's called Floral Water. And he's doing his.
Karen's telling me how to do it. So,
but yeah, I like that too.
But again,
the hand.
Okay, and there. Oh, look at this. She's even going to display it as it goes off screen.
I love it. I forgot I had that in here, but
Yeah. And I'm
mhm.
sure we're missing some small business.
Oh,
I'm glad
yeah.
somebody mentioned Fort Knox locks. You know,
Mhm.
probably not. That's definitely not a sexy
Right.
gift, but it will protect your trailer from being stolen.
Good
maybe.
job, Patrick.
So anyway, so those are the small businesses we wanted to highlight tonight
Yeah.
in honor of Small Business
Yeah.
Saturday. And yeah, so anybody have any questions? Let's open it up here.
Any questions, comments? Oh, Russ and Carrier here, honey. Hi, guys.
Is my Hawaiian ice back
Yeah.
from London yet? Says, anyone know how long will propane last? I got my RV in February 2021 and still have full bottle. It really depends on how much you use and depending on what things are running off of propane. Like when we had our Tab 400, we hardly used any. Like we only had the 120-pound tank and we never had issues running out. On this rig, we go through much more
because of our heater, isn't it?
Well, we have the gas furnace where with the Tab 400 you could actually run the heat off of electric if you were plugged in. This doesn't have that option. If you're running the furnace, it's burning propane. The Tab had the electric or the 12-volt refrigerator, where this has the propane 110 refrigerator. So it really depends. And if you're not,
Bob's who has a Tab says decades.
Yeah, on a Tab, yeah, it could last a really long time.
Depends on your rig.
So it just, and that was something I had. That's why the Mopica tank sensors for us now are so important, because I really have to watch it, because the last thing we need happening is us running out of like propane when we're winter camping.
Look what Louis says.
Louis says, don't use any propane. My wife said I might blow up the RV.
There you go.
Well, I will tell you,
we
I actually had to change out our propane regulator today. Ours had been going bad all summer on this trailer. And last night the furnace went out, which, you know, it's 29 degrees out. We did get it working because, you know, if you bang on something with a hammer, sometimes that will fix it. And it apparently did. But today we went and bought a new one. I installed it.
Linda has a question.
Okay.
Honey. Does the EB70 run your Instant Pot?
Yes. We ran the Instant Pot, right?
Yep. Yes, we did.
Yeah, I'm sure. I think there was a video where I actually showed us making something.
The one thing it wouldn't work would be our toaster for some reason. Remember,
yeah, the toaster, we would not run our toaster because, you know, a toaster is like a heater.
I know it used the Instapot because
I know we did.
You did something in there like
I made rice, I think. It would not run our Vitamix. I was thinking it would run our Vitamix. That drew too much power.
It did my Shark vacuum. It does my blow dryer.
The red one.
The red one. Yeah. Now, if you had the big one, the 2001, that'd be, but yeah, with the red. But yeah, I know I'm sure I made rice. And I think there's a video where I made it. So, that's called Brogan maintenance. Yeah. Well, I told Patty, though, I'm just hoping it's not leaking because I don't have a spray bottle to test it, you know, soap water. But the good news is that's outside. If it is, we're just wasting. I don't think we are, though. May need to replace that sail switch. Yeah,
that was work done by Randy.
Yeah, my friend who is an HVAC engineer last spring worked on our sail. We haven't had any problems with that. The furnace went out because it wasn't getting propane.
Right.
Because nothing was working on propane. I couldn't even run my Blackstone because I thought, well, there's air in the line. But it wasn't air. I'm not sure what. I think the regulator, and then I think when I banged on it.
Well, and once you took something off it, you could tell.
Yeah.
I forget what you're doing, but yeah.
So.
Kind of narrowed it down.
I worry more about my husband lighting a fire with the blowtorch. Oh, we should have featured the Harbor Freight blowtorch because I love that thing for starting fires.
He uses that. You had one once, and I think your mom hid it from you. And then
you little one.
Yeah, and he used it all the time. And I think
then my dad bought me the flamethrower from Harbor Freight. And yeah.
I think she got rid of that first one though.
I think my mom, I've never found that again. So
I think you were scaring
her. Yeah, because that was my first thought, Dave, was, you know, it was that sail switch acting up again. But when the water heater went light, and I said, well, let me go out and try bleeding. And you know, that's the only bad thing when we took out our stove. Normally the stove is your go-to to bleed your line. we have no stove.
He's like,
so
what do I
so
do?
now I have to go out and hook up the Blackstone to the trailer, and then that'll bleed the line. When I couldn't get the Blackstone to light, that's how I knew we weren't getting propane. So
yeah.
all
He's
right.
quoting.
And if anybody asks a question, we
Just put
missed it.
question. That helps us, or restate your
Yeah,
question.
just restate
Yeah,
it.
that's what
And
Linda did.
Russ just got back late last night. Oh, I'm glad Russ made it back. For those of you who don't follow Russ and Carrie over like on Facebook and Instagram, Russ has spent a week over in England.
Great Britain. London.
Yeah, he had a tryout with AFC Richmond to play soccer, but I heard Ted Lasso cut him. So,
Roy.
Yeah.
Your dad says
No,
they're great torches.
Those are great torches, aren't they, Dad?
They have a lot of
I
fun
mean,
with
you don't even have to pull weeds. I just go out and I would burn them.
Yes,
I'd
he
walk
would.
around literally with a fire pit and burn
Oh
them.
Lord.
So, I don't even know where we're at.
I don't know.
So,
If anyone has a question.
yeah,
just
if anyone
ask
has a question. Did I
Yeah.
mention everything I needed? Sometimes I forget to mention
You
things.
got everything on your
we
list.
mentioned the memberships with the Zooms.
Yep.
We mentioned all the products again. We mentioned the new stuff. We mentioned Colonel Woody's because we always want to keep that on everybody's mind. And thank you to everybody who bought. I know, I don't know if Bobby and April are still on here, but I know Bobby, I forget what the last count was. And this has been a while ago, but he was up to 81 bags of Colonel Woody sold. That's some money.
That's a lot of bags. Yeah.
Yeah. For a disabled American Vets
Vets,
organization.
Yep.
Oh, Pedro Hokie says he heard he left AFC Richmond for West Ham. Yeah, he's going to go play for Nate the Great. So, who I don't think will.
Oh, Russ was bummed he didn't make the team.
Yeah. This is great that we can have conversations about this because I was afraid nobody would know Ted Lasso.
Yeah.
Ted Lasso may be the greatest show
so good.
in the last 30 years to hit the airwaves. The sad part is a lot of people haven't seen it. Mike's seen it.
I like it, Mike.
Because it's only on Apple Plus.
Yeah.
So if you don't subscribe to Apple Plus,
Yeah.
you don't get Ted Lasso.
Oh my gosh.
And
I mean,
you know what? Here's the thing, Russ. I told Russ to watch Ted Lasso like 3 times.
Yes.
And then it took I think it was his son telling him. Then he finally,
like, oh, okay.
Yeah. Like he didn't believe me, Mark.
Now he says he loves Ted Lasso.
Yeah, I know.
Oh my gosh, it's such a good show. It's just so complex. Those characters.
1 minute you're laughing, and 1 minute you're crying.
Oh
and,
yeah. You know, you gotta give you up.
I know.
Never gonna let you down.
If you can work Rick Astley into a show,
it's great.
You know it's good.
Yeah. Or you work in Dave Clark 5.
It's got some great music.
Rolling Stones. I mean, it's
Marcus Mumford from Munford and Sons does all of the music. He selects the music. Some of it the theme song Marcus actually wrote, and so the music in Ted Lasso is phenomenal.
When we started going down the YouTube rabbit hole, because you clicked on something about the behind the scenes with Ted Lasso, now we got all these cool, like live talks with the characters as people who talk about how they got on the show and what they do and how they work together and what happened here and there behind the scenes stuff.
Linda says we've been rickrolled. I sent Russ one day. Oh, thank you, RW, for that super sticker. Thank you so much. I sent Russ something and he goes, "You're not rickrolling me, are you?" And I'm like, "No." Like, and for those of you who don't know what rickrolling is, it's this thing that's been going on the internet for several years where people will send a link where it looks, it's like for one thing, and then it pops up a Rick Astley video. And so.
Yeah. Yeah, I was so into it that I actually, every time we'd watch an episode, I'd hear a song and I'd use our Amazon Music and I make my own playlist. So now I have, when the show's not, we're done with the season, waiting on the new season, I can listen to the songs that play. I love it. Love it.
Yeah.
I even got my 5th graders because above my door, I have the Believe sign. And then on the door, I have about being a goldfish because sometimes, they argue about the silliest stuff. And I got kids now telling each other, remember, Miss McCormick said, be a goldfish.
Be a goldfish.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel bad because sometimes in videos we've referenced that.
And if you don't watch,
Yeah, and I know we have one coming up here in a couple of weeks when we're at Disney where we're talking about like, okay, we're just going to be a goldfish. And I know people are not going to get that.
I
So
think he just joined.
hi, Phil from Detroit. It
Hi.
says, whenever I need advice, I come to you guys. Oh, well, thank you so much. And
Happy
yeah,
Thanksgiving.
happy holidays to you too. This is great tonight because
Yeah.
I'm seeing people that
Right.
don't always come into the live streams or leave comments, and
Mhm.
so glad you stopped by. So yeah, as far as videos coming up, we've got a lot of videos left in December with travel.
Yes.
We will get this whole summer travel wrapped up. And by the way, I have to say that Jennifer, I don't think Jennifer's
Yeah.
on tonight. Some of you remembered me in a TWD Life midweek update making a comment about Jennifer. Jennifer left a comment on one of our summer videos saying, I wish I had it in front of me so I could get it right. But basically she said, I'm over summer.
Yep.
Make something
She was
fresh,
ready for
like
something new.
something fresh.
I understand that.
And she did say please and thank you. And I kind of took it as, because here's the thing, we do get some nasty comments, not a lot, but every now and then it just hits you wrong. And that day it hit me wrong. But I left a fairly nice comment, like, well, you probably won't want to watch the rest of this year because we got a lot of videos and yet to do. Well, then I went over on TikTok and made a little video, not
kind of satire.
Mm-hmm. And then anyway, we talked about in this midweek update. Well, then Jennifer, I didn't know she watched both channels.
Yeah.
She says, oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean it that way. So then I ended up leaving. Basically, I think we both apologized to each other like 10 times. And so she didn't mean it the way it came across. And then I felt bad that I had even said anything about it. So, but if you're like Jennifer and you're sick of our summer travel videos,
it's coming soon.
Bear with us through the month of December, because come January, we will have something fresh.
That's great. Esther S says she binge watched it because of us. So
I'm glad you liked it.
Yeah.
I should say real quick, and then I'm going to get to Metro Hoki's comment about the George Washington.
Hi, the Aloha Conch.
Oh, the Aloha Conch.
Hi.
Aloha. We worked at Disney, but not at the Polynesian.
No.
But we practice the Aloha thing. If you do decide to watch Ted Lasso, okay, just be aware. So you may not want to watch it once I tell you this. There is a lot of F-bombs.
Yep.
And my Uncle Dennis, those of you that were on the live stream with my Uncle Dennis, he was saying, because we got them hooked on it.
Yep.
And the first few episodes, I was a little uncomfortable sitting in their living room with all these F-bombs with my aunt and uncle.
Yeah.
And I even told him that later. And he's like, he goes, I hate to say we got used to it. When they lived in England, he said the British dropped the F-bomb and actually another word that we don't use in the U.S.
A lot.
Just in regular, it's just, it's kind of like the French that drink wine with every meal. It's like Mark with bacon at every meal. It's just normal. Okay. So, but if you're sensitive to the F-bomb, then it might not be the right show for you.
Right.
And there's some sexual innuendo, but nothing. I don't think there's been nudity per se.
No,
I don't think so. I think it's just.
No.
So we were the same way with Mark and Karen this summer. When we were watching with them, we were like cringing, like, oh, and then Mark's like, what? Like, so
Rodney, the C word.
Yes, the C word.
Yeah.
So, and in fact, I saw an interview where Brett Goldstein, who plays Roy Kent, said because he's one of the writers besides starring in it, he said we knew as writers that to make it legit, we should drop the C word, but in America, there's no way we can get away with this. So, which I thought was interesting. Yeah. So,
and then what's
just
that?
that's my word. Okay. Yeah, it says so. Metro Hokie says, I loved your George Washington Bridge crossing. When I left New York, the best part was crossing that bridge for the last time. You know what, Metro Hokie? I the other day logged into our toll road pass.
Ridiculous.
We had over $500 in tolls this summer.
Yes,
I didn't even know it.
East Coast.
It was $50-some to cross the GW.
Bridge.
Oh wow.
Yes.
I'm like, I had to pay $50-some for that nightmare.
That torture. Yeah.
Wow. I mean. So.
Yeah. So we love Ted Lasso.
Wait a minute, Nikki, you're friends with Resort TV 1? I just caught that. Wow. And then I'm missing out on the Italians drink with every meal.
What? What's that? That needs to go away.
Yep.
Yep. Yeah. So yeah, we love Ted
got it.
Lasso. We're hooked on a new show now. I love it.
So,
It's atypical.
and I apologize if anybody's reading comments. I don't know what that was, but I got rid of it.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway,
yeah.
Yeah, I don't even remember what we were talking about.
Okay, Rodney asked question, not Ted Lasso, from Deb, not Rod. Patty, how long can you run your hair dryer on Little Red, and what kind of hair dryer?
Is the hair dryer here?
It's here. Let's see. I don't have to run it very long, but with Little Red, I think I am. All right.
I think I ran it 7 minutes before it shut down.
Okay. So he did a test a while back before we were doing a video on it, and he was able to use my hair dryer for 7 minutes on high. Now I don't do high constantly. I go high to low, but this is my little blow dryer, and we found it because of the wattage that it uses. So it doesn't pull so many amps and all that for here in the trailer. But I don't know if they actually sell this anymore, because I think a friend of ours was trying to find one. I remember when we camped with Randy and Shelley.
Yeah, I don't know if they sell the same exact one on it. This came from Amazon.
I do think Amazon has some.
They have these smaller, they call them 1,000-watt hair dryer.
Yeah, and it works fine for me. And but it's on high for 7 minutes, but I don't do high continuous. I go high, then I can use low.
Hey, Steve, did he unsubscribe to everybody else's videos or dislike them or whatever he said? Steve says this is the time he saw Adolf come into a stream.
Really?
Yeah. I think Nikki was trying to clean up the stream. I think I got rid of it. I hope. Unless, are you guys seeing something I'm not seeing? Because I'm not seeing anything else since I got rid of Adolf. So
I don't see more of Adolf. I think he's gone.
It's funny because Mark tonight said, "Do you need us to moderate?" And I said, "No, like this, we haven't had problems. Honestly, we haven't had problems."
You actually saw it before I did.
Yeah, well, it popped up real quick, so I got rid of it.
Yeah.
We hadn't had a problem.
And Carrie says they're all gone.
Okay.
Thank you.
So.
Thank you.
We haven't had a problem. I couldn't tell you the last time, and Russ and Carrie remember this. It was like 3 years ago in Oregon. We were doing a live stream where some guy came in, but it wasn't like that. He was just like,
what are you saying? I was blocked in the other stream, reported him, yet he is still around.
Yeah. So and that's the problem. And you know what? I might have been, I don't think it gave me I was just wanting to get him gone so quick that I blocked. I didn't see what my other options were. Like if I reported. Did you? Okay.
I reported him too.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, the more people that report, the better chance that YouTube will take care of it. You know, it's just sad. That's the world we live in, where there's people that have nothing better to do than troll.
Yep.
So.
But yeah, there you go.
Yeah. So anyway, back to the hairdryer.
Love it.
And so, Deb, I think in that video, it's the EB70 video from back in June, I think it was. I think in there when I ran, I want to say it went 7 minutes before it actually shut down, but Patty never runs it more than just a couple minutes.
It's like maybe 3, 4. It doesn't take very long with my hair to get it the way I would need it. So yeah, it works great for me. So
yeah, Nikki moderates, she says, and they rarely have problems. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. I mean, it's, you know, and we sometimes when we watch, because I've often wondered, like some of the bigger live streams, like Yankee in the South, they get lots of people.
Look at their comment. Mom needs to take her computer back from Adolf.
Yeah, no kidding. But like Traveling Robert, and I never see issues there. But again, it could have been where somebody cleans it up so quick you just don't notice it. But every now and then you're going to get one. But yeah, Russ and Carrie will remember the guy when we were in Oregon that wanted to build us a.
Susan Marshall Allen says she bought that dryer and she loves it too.
Oh, you okay? Cool. Good, Susan. Yeah, you've had that now for what, 3-4 years?
Yeah.
I almost want to say I bought that when we had the Hummingbird. I think we did.
I think so, because we were trying to, have something that didn't pull a lot of watts. So yeah.
So. Nikki, you're not friends with like Molly, are you? Over at All Ears?
That'd be cool.
I thought she had the same last name, but I think it's actually McCormack, M-A-C-K,
right.
Not Mick, M-I-C-K. Yeah, I was all excited. I thought Molly and I were related.
There you go.
Obviously, that's her married name anyway.
Yes.
So,
hi, Jim.
Hey, Jim Kuzman.
How's it going? Hey, gang. Nice to see you, Jim.
So
All right.
So any other questions?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right, Steve. You do. I mean, that's why I do have moderators just in case. Like I said, it's been a couple years since we've had any issues.
Mm,
I will be honest, I was very concerned about the live stream on Veterans Day
we were really worried.
just because we had put it out early, which attracts, potentially more people. And sadly, there are some people out there for whatever reason don't support our troops.
No.
You don't have to agree with policies or wars or anything, but you to
You
me,
just support
how
the
can you
people
not
that are
support
doing-
the
yeah.
men and women who are
Mhm.
protecting us?
Oh yeah.
And I was very concerned that we might get a stray, rebel rouser.
But we didn't.
Didn't have any issues.
No.
So
Yep.
Jim, what harsh? I don't know. I missed something
I
there.
don't know.
Oh, Phil and Judy are still
Yeah.
here. So
he got a -50 from.
oh, I got you.
Oh,
Okay. So.
That is harsh.
Wait. Oh, hold on, Nikki. Nikki says no, but Nate from Mr. Morrow, and if Tim saw me, A would know who I am. So
Oh.
Nikki. So I don't know.
Paging
Do you
Mr.
think
Morrow?
there's any chance if I message Nate? Do you know him well enough? Like, is he the type that will respond? Like, obviously on camera, he comes across as really a nice guy, and whenever you see him interact with people in the park, he's always like, "Hey, friends!" Like. Because I would love to meet him,
He's
and I was
always
actually thinking
so
about
happy.
inviting him up if he's available to our meetup.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Just because I would love him to meet some of our subscribers
Right.
to introduce his channel. So I don't know. I don't know if you know him well enough. I mean, I guess it doesn't hurt. The worst case scenario is he doesn't respond to my email or message.
Right.
So
Exactly.
I think for those of you who want Disney content, Paging Mr. Morrow, that is a great channel because Nate Morrow that's his real name. The channel is Paging Mr. Morrow.
Okay.
This guy is the most likable guy, and his story, he just had
Says he
but
never answers
social media stuff.
Okay.
I should say never. Okay. He is
It's
really
maybe
yeah,
great.
okay.
Maybe
But he doesn't answer social.
Yeah.
Okay. So I probably can't get a hold of him. But his story, he's got one video where it's called like I don't remember what it's called, but it's about him. He does this whole video where he talks about his
He just
story.
talks about his life.
Oh my gosh. I mean, the story is just heartbreaking, and yet now he's just so positive about life.
Well, he's
and
just so happy, and
he's
that's
just-
what he wants to do is just be positive, have a positive
Oh, yeah.
something for anyone
Yeah.
to watch. And
Hey, Dreaming Out Loud RVing, thank you. You have a nice night
Yeah.
too.
he comes across as a very sincere person.
Very sincere,
Yeah.
good
Mhm,
guy.
mhm.
Just to me, it'd be one of those people you'd want to hang
Yeah,
out with.
yeah.
And
Yeah.
really, really at one point he says he couldn't get much lower. Like he was
No.
down and out,
Mhm.
and
Just
then
sounds like he had pretty
he
rough
just
time,
picked
yeah.
himself up
Yep,
and
just one step at a time.
so now he doesn't even say anything bad about Disney. Like he just wants to be positive about everything. So
W.A. Stewart, here's Truman.
hey Wanda, yes we are.
We'll get Bessie here in a second. She's sleeping, but this is Truman.
How's your weather, Wanda? Is it cold up there?
Here's Buddy. They go. Yeah, she's sleeping.
I'm not
They
gonna-
go to get a little grooming here in a couple weeks. So they're ready for Florida. He needs it a little bit. His ears are really long, but yeah, he's always digging in the light here. That's what he does.
So
And Sissy's sleeping. She's tired. She's on our bed. Sorry.
anyway, well, I think that's going to do it for us tonight. We haven't ate dinner
Thanks,
actually, and we
Steven.
have company. So
Thanks for liking my hair.
Oh.
You gotta give my gal Sham all the credit. She does it for me. So
Patty gets so many compliments on her hair on social media, and I keep telling her
because sometimes I
that,
look at it and I go, "Oh my gosh, it looks purple." Because sometimes it does, because the way the colors, the silver,
freezing rain
platinum.
tonight.
Yeah. Oh, hi, Sienna. Former student. Hi, Sienna. How's your mom? How's Thanksgiving? And yeah, this is Truman.
Sham wow.
Yeah, Shamwa. She does a great job. My sister goes
not
there
leaving,
to
are you?
her. Yeah, so.
What's that?
Are you leaving?
No, I'm gonna get you guys some.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah,
Um,
she does a great job. Nobody
Go ahead.
sit
I'm gonna
here.
get the umbrella for her too.
Okay. Well, good night,
I
Metro.
might have one.
Right
Hey, do you want one to go out there?
underneath, honey. Yeah,
Which side?
this side with the puppy stuff. Oh, good. I'm glad your Thanksgiving you enjoyed it. See, we enjoyed ours too. The puppies, they get to have
Dog treat.
on Thanksgiving. We give them the white meat without any fat or the skin, and and just a little bit. So we got to have some of Patrick's turkey. Yeah.
Hi, Steven.
Yeah. Good night.
Good night, Bobby and April. Thank you, and we'll talk soon. And again, if you haven't, for those of you who don't know, Travels Abound, check out their channel, Bobby and April. Bobby, we got to get them to 1,000 subscribers. So no, I'm not staying on tonight until we get them to 1,000. But
Mike,
hey, Mike, absolutely. You know what? I kind of take some heat from my Indiana friends, like why we never camp in Indiana, but we love your Ohio State parks. They're really nice. And the other thing is you guys have this reward program where you get points.
Mm-hmm.
Like we have enough points already for like $75 gift card. And so, but then I went on to read where he's talking about the beatdown they took today from Michigan. They did. I got some Ohio State fans, or friends. I seen one said, "Hey, look, they just outplayed us today."
Good game today. Good night, Dad.
So night, Dad. Tell Marilyn good night. And we'll be safe. I'll let you know. We probably won't leave early in the morning. That way the roads melt if they do freeze tonight. Okay. So good night, Carla. Yes, we'll see you in 2022. Yep. Just like Taylor Swift. 2020. Wasn't there a song? I don't know. Sorry, Carla. I was trying to be cool like Todd. All right, everybody. Bye. I think we're gonna sign off. Wrap it up. Thank you so much. Hopefully, you had a wonderful Thanksgiving, and we will see you sometime in December, I'm sure.
Good night, Bill.
And
bye.
Have a great evening.
Yep.
Bye, Shelly. Tell Jeff I said hi.